Hello, my name is Irving Penn. Pleased to meet you. I studied design, but I define myself a photographer. I am known for my striking images and masterful printmaking. My career in photography lasted almost 70 years. I like to use stark lighting and simplicity of form for my images. I worked on projects across many genres. I am a very private man, but I think you may find my work interesting, so let me take you on a quick walk through my career and personal work. I never took a formal class in photography because it was not yet considered a fine art. In 1934 I attended the Philadelphia Museum School of Industrial Art, now known as the University of the Arts. I studied painting, drawing, and industrial design. Although known for my photo work, I never stopped drawing or painting, and they helped me construct layouts and ideas. While there I studied with Alexei Brodovich in his design laboratory. Alexei taught principles of modern art and design and was a great influence on my career. I worked as Brodovich's assistant at Harper's Bazaar for some time before in 1941. I decided to take a trip to Mexico to paint fine art and possibly take some photos. A year later I destroyed the disappointing paintings, gathered some photos I took and returned home. A mind, and an eye that knew what it wanted to see. Thoughts what Alexander Liberman said when he saw the contact sheets from that trip. Liberman was the new art director at Vogue magazine, and he hired me to create layouts and suggest cover ideas. It wasn't long before Liberman encouraged me to start taking the photograph I envisioned myself. This was the start of my career in modern photography. I am a technical master. I use various cameras, techniques, and printing processes to create my photographs. I prefer to work with black and white, but I mastered using color during my time at Vogue because I had access to the state-of-the-art Condé Nast photography studio. One process I revived from the early 19th century was the platinum-palladium process. The process used platinum instead of the conventional silver. I often go back into my negatives and find one I want to try in the platinum process medium. Cameras I use are the Rolleiflex, 35mm cameras, Leica and Nikon, and View cameras, Studio, Banquet, and Handmade. I also used gelatin silver prints to achieve different graphic results. In 1959 I did series of nudes. I achieved a unique result because I bleached and redeveloped the gelatin silver prints, which effectively blurred fine details and created flat planes of light and shadow. While working at Vogue, my photographs from the 1950 Paris collections are when I found my signature style for fashion photography and revolutionized the field. Using my design sensibility and appreciation of form, I departed from the norm, which was theatrical backgrounds and themes to present the fashion. I was one of the first photographers to pose models against a sparse background. I did this to create volume, shape, and texture with the fashion. Designers loved me because my style of photography put the focus on the fashion. My photo titled, "Woman in a Miyake Raincoat," I show a female model in shadow wearing a transparent raincoat. I use the salute to capture the form. I had the model pose that way to emphasize the shape and construction of the garment. Working at Vogue, I had the pleasure of photographing celebrities, artists, and many other beautiful people. I like to try find the essence of the person, which usually comes at a moment of calm. I used simple backgrounds not only to capture form, but also to bring out the raw personality of the subject. I often use constructed tight corner space and a tattered carpet for the subject to sit on. I use the same principles in still life photography as I do for my portraits. I take away anything not contributing to the picture in order to allow the viewer to be more aware of the objects and placement. My first Vogue cover was a still life published in 1943. I also did some still life work independent of the magazine. I did a lot of traveling, taking photos of many different cultures. One travel assignment I did for Vogue focusing on ethnography projects. I traveled to Nepal, Benin, New Guinea, and Morocco, photographing the fashions of people living outside modern Western culture. I photographed the everyday people in a studio to bridge the gap of culture, in order to connect with them on a human level. Thank you.